red.
The set is already
She said,
prepared
do I
for
look cheesy
Valentine's.
to you?
Si Boss Pawi, tatanungin pa ba kita kung anong plans mo for Valentine's? Ha?
Tapos
Baka
na.
ikaw dapat kong
Oo
tanungin.
nga,
Anong
teka
plans
lang.
mo ng
What was
Valentine?
the Valentine
Lunch! Lunch
Ah,
kami.
okay.
Oh. May flowers pa.
Simple lunch.
You, Miss Red.
It's actually my 10th wedding anniversary today.
Oh, happy
Wait, no, but I have
Wow.
2 wedding dates. We
You do.
because I'm Christian, my husband's Catholic,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
okay.
don't like celebrating on Valentine's because it's so crowded everywhere.
Oh, why?
So we usually celebrate the second wedding date.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, nevertheless. So much
Happy
love.
anniversary. Sige na, umiyak na si Booker. We've got the latest results from the NBA, including marquee matchups in the Wild Wild West, plus a preview of the NBA All-Star Weekend.
And history on the ice for the Philippines, as they mentioned already, as our national men's curling team wins the country's first Asian Winter Games gold medal.
Woo, congratulations, Team Philippines. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Navino, the show by Mamoy. Victor Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stopping another one. Bacunas rejecting Estevo for the
Okay, let's start with a stunner in the NBA as the short-handed Minnesota Timberwolves take down the West-leading Oklahoma City Thunder. Believe that. Anthony Edwards set the tone for the Wolves early with an electrifying slam over OKC's 7'1" big man Chet Holmgren. And look at Mike Conley and the entire bench going wild. Many never let OKC pull ahead en route to a 116-101 victory. Ant-Man, Jaden McDaniels, and Naz Reid combined for 71 points. Reid led away with 27 markers, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. The 2024 Sixth Man of the Year started at center with Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle sidelined due to their respective injuries. Now, despite playing small, the T-Wolves got the job done on both ends to snap the Thunder's 7-game winning streak. They also limited MVP frontrunner Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to just 24 points, which is 8 below his scoring average of 32 a game this season. Minnesota will now head to the midseason break as the West's 7th seed, with an improved record of 31 wins and 25 losses. OKC, meanwhile, still remains on top of the conference with 44 victories and just 10 defeats. In his walk-off interview, Reid broke down his explosive performance, while Wolves head coach Chris Finch gave McDaniels high praise.
I just got a chance to be me. I think just going out there and competing put myself in positions to, score, rebound, pass the ball, whatever the case may be. So I think just time and opportunity, it'll come with anybody. So.
What was the difference with you all between last night's loss and this game?
I think we all were tired yesterday. That's not an excuse, but it's reality. Things happen, and I think today we just had to, bounce back. We all told each other, we had to step up big. We were down a couple guys. Big Rue was out today, so everybody had to step up big, and we all did it.
This is the first game for the entire season that OKC has never led. How were you able to control this game?
I mean, for one, we didn't turn the ball over. We got a lot of shot opportunities, and then I think defensively we all were locked in and engaged. The zone work, we blitzed Shai. We were able to get the ball out of his hands, and I think everybody stayed in front of the guy. We were able to defensive rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And also we were able to keep him off the ball a lot tonight. So he was big at the rim defensively for us. He's super smart in rotation. They were trying to hide some matchups on him offensively, and he was able to switch and take advantage of some matchups there when the ball came his way. So again, I thought it was one of the more cerebral games by both him and Naz.
Houston, you have a problem in the form of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. The Dubs squandered a 24-point lead, but still managed to finish off the Rockets 105-98. All 5 Warriors starters scored in double figures, led by Curry's 27 points. Jimmy Butler added 19 markers, followed by Draymond Green, who had 13. The Chef also played a huge part in his team's 11-2 run in the last 2 minutes to close the match. The Rockets' starting 5, on the other hand, had an off night, particularly Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün, and Dylan Brooks. They combined for just 26 markers and were benched by coach Ime Udoka for the entire 4th period. Since trading for Butler, the Warriors have gone 3-1. They are currently 10th in the West with 28 wins and 27 losses. As for the Rockets, they've lost for the 7th time in 9 games. But they're still 4th in the West, having 34 victories against 21 setbacks. At the post-game press conference, Green talked about the positive impact of Jimmy Buckets.
He's a franchise changer. He's done that everywhere he's gone, and he is helping revitalize what we got here, the belief amongst this team now that he's arrived as opposed to what it was before he got here. It's night and day. We let one get away last night, but this one tonight we would have lost. But just having a guy like that changes everything for us. So after 4 games, what was the word you used? Evaluation? No, assessment. The assessment is great. It's getting there. It takes a while, but Jimmy over communicates, which is great. He doesn't leave anything in the gray area. He come like, hey, so what was I supposed to do there? What did you want me to do there? He over communicates about every play. Sign of a true leader. And so, I love what he's bringing to this team. Just like I said, as a leader, coming in and being that guy and not just taking the back seat, because that's what we need. But chemistry is definitely getting there. But it'll take some more time, and we'll continue to figure it out. But like I said before, you start playing, we're all winners. And we're all smart basketball players, so we can figure it out.
Now, in contrast, Jimmy Butler's former team is skidding as the Miami Heat fall to the severely undermanned Dallas Mavericks. Dante Exum rose to the occasion here to guide the Mavs to a gritty 118-113 dub. The former lottery pick out of Australia dropped 27 points, which was just a point shy of his career high. A total of 7 of the 9 Mavs that hit the floor scored in double figures. Dallas newcomer Max Christie continues to look good in his new threads with 19 markers in a win. Veteran point guard Spencer Dinwiddie chipped in 18 points. The Mavs did not field Kyrie Irving due to a shoulder injury and Klay Thompson because of his foot injury. Almost the entire Mavs front court, including Anthony Davis, sat out as well and will reportedly miss more time after the midseason break. Dallas is now 8th in the West with 30 wins and 26 losses. The Heat, meanwhile, have lost 4 straight games, putting them at 9th place in the East with a 25-28 win-loss slate.
We've got a couple of overtime games to wrap up today's NBA lineup. CJ McCollum drops 43 big points to repel Domantas Sabonis' 22-point, 28-rebound game as the New Orleans Pelicans outlast the Sacramento Kings 140-133. And lastly, James Harden fills the stat sheet in the Los Angeles Clippers' 120-116 win over the Utah Jazz.
Well, basketball fans, it's that time of the year once again where the league's brightest stars share the stage for that annual NBA All-Star Weekend.
Aside from the actual All-Star game, fans are also raring to see other special events, beginning with the Skills Challenge. 4 teams of 2 will compete in the first event of All-Star Sunday. They are Team Cavs, represented by All-Stars Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. Team Rooks, rep by the draft's top 2 picks, Zachary Rissache and Alex Sarr. Team Spurs will have an old-young duo featuring Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama. And the host team Warriors will send Draymond Green and Moses Moody. Meantime, this year's three-point shootout will be star-studded, led by 2-time defending champion Damian Lillard. Co-All-Stars Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, and Tyler Hero are also in the mix, as well as Buddy Hield, Cam Johnson, and Norman Powell.
Meanwhile, Mac McClung will also defend a slam dunk crown he's had in the past 2 years. McClung, currently on a two-way contract with the Orlando Magic, will go against Matas Buzelis of the Bulls, Stephon Castle of the Spurs, and Andre Jackson Jr. of the Bucks. And for the main event, the All-Star Game this year will have a new mini-tournament format where 4 teams slug it out for the All-Star Championship. As you can see on your screens right now, in the first semifinal game, Kenny Smith's Young Stars will play Charles Barkley's Global Stars. Then, Shaquille O'Neal's OGs will battle Candace Parker's Rising Stars. For all the 3 games of the mini-tournament, the first team to 40 points wins. The All-Star Game will take place on Monday, 9 a.m. That will be Philippine time. The NBA's Mid-Season Classic is almost here, just a few nights away. And you can see the NBA's biggest superstars and watch the 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend live from February 15th until the 17th on NBA TV Philippines, on One Sports, on RPTV, and of course, on Pilipinas Live.
Live NBA All-Star Weekend is heading to the Bay Area. Witness the razzle-dazzle skills, the long-range bombs, gravity-defying slam dunks, and the grandest star-studded basketball exhibition on the planet. Catch the NBA All-Star Weekend from February 15 to 17 on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and Pilipinas Live.
We talked about this, I think, yesterday, last night, yeah, and I'm just really excited kasi sabi ko nga, tayong dalawa, di ba, we've watched how the All-Star Games were played East versus West back in the 90s, di ba, the East with Jordan, Pippen, and Fernie Hardaway, Penny, and then against the West that time, sina Barkley, Elijah Wan, David Robinson. Tapos eventually, nung panahon na nila Kobe, nila Shaq, and then nagbago.
Yep.
Di ba? Nagbago, nagkaroon ng drafting, which was fun for a time. And then after Kobe's passing, first to reach 24, which is also good tribute. So now, it's interesting.
Mini-tournament.
Yes, mini-tournament.
format.
So what are you rooting for? Any team?
Okay, so at first glance, if you look at
On
Shaq's...
paper.
On paper.
On paper.
On paper, Shaq's OGs, what a lineup. That's
In any era.
That's Team
in
USA.
any era. Yes,
That's
with
Team
Durant,
USA.
LeBron, Curry, in any era.
But if you look at Chuck's Global Stars,
Yes.
they might actually
I have them
give
actually, yeah.
Shaq's OGs a run for their money. No disrespect to Kenny's Young Stars.
Led
but
by
again,
Ant-Man, Anthony
kaya nga
Edwards.
Young Stars.
Yes. If we take a look, though, at the lineup of Charles Barkley right now, of course, you got SGA, you got Jokic,
No
you got
Giannis.
Giannis. No Giannis there.
It's Trey.
But,
That's...
but yun nga, kasi MVP si
Yes.
Giannis and si Jokic. But again, no Giannis there. So SGA will play hard. Actually, I watched NBA on TNT, and they were talking about who will play hard. Sayang because Giannis always gives it 100%. And now with him out, we don't know. Kasi Jokic, petiks lang yan eh. Si SGA, you don't know if he's gonna play hard. Tapos yung OG, sina Curry, sina Durant, LeBron, you don't know if they're gonna play hard too.
They've done this so many times.
And it's not like the Olympics
Not their
where
first rodeo.
pride is at stake. So, but my prediction, not that it matters, but I think I will have the international team, the international stars, ni Charles Barkley, against Shaq's OGs in the finals.
Okay. Again, for the young stars, young stars, lots of time. They won't
Yan,
be.
Cade Cunningham.
They will be back many times. So for
Ito yun,
for
this
us
is the lineup
90s
right here.
kids.
Diba, you got Brunson, you got Cunningham, you got Edwards. Those three alone can put up buckets. Then you got Garland, you got Hero,
Tyler
Triple
Hero
J,
pala, yeah.
Evan Mobley, Jalen Williams. That's a solid lineup. Solid young
It is
lineup.
a really solid lineup.
If they play hard.
Well, I mean, okay, not because I got to cover the All-Star Week back in 2007. Oh my gosh. No,
18 years, 18 years ago, man. Okay.
No, but people think that it's all fun and games, but if you actually hear them talking on the sidelines, they are still competitive.
Playing hard.
I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
trash talking going around. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun, yes, but they do still want some bragging rights.
Yeah, but as Kenny Smith said on their show nga, if they play hard or if they not, kasi rest
Yeah.
time nila yan. It all depends. But we'll all find out on Monday.
Yes.
Again, you can catch the games on RPTV, on Pilipinas Live, and on One Sports, on NBA TV Philippines from February 15 to 17. Meanwhile,
Right.
let's now
Coming up.
move on to
Yes,
our national team.
Because Gilas Pilipinas meets a match in Doha, in the form of
Saw this.
an elevator. We tell you more about this tough break for the national team to start their overseas trip. Play-by-play will be right back.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play only on One News. Gilas Pilipinas is now in Qatar for a pocket tournament in Doha in preparation for the third window of the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. Gilas was met by some fans in the airport after landing yesterday. The Nationals will play host country Qatar, world number 29 Lebanon, and Egypt in consecutive days starting tomorrow. Gilas will also have a training camp in Doha before facing Chinese Taipei and New Zealand in the Asia Cup qualifiers happening later this month. The Philippines is already through to the main Asia Cup tournament, but the team says the road games will help improve their chemistry even more. On the eve of the pocket tourney, the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas released the national team's 13-man lineup if you focus your attention on the screen right now. As you can see, led by import Justin Noipi, Justin Brownlee leading the way, along with Chris Newsome, Calvin Oftana, CJ Perez, Scotty Thompson, and bright young guard Dwight Ramos, as well as front court guys Carl Tamayo, Jamie Malonzo, Kevin Kimbao, Mason Amos, of course, Junmar Fajardo, and the returning AJ Edu and Troy Rosario.
Gilas' Doha journey got off to an unfortunate start after the team got stuck in an elevator. Take a look.
Tumatagal na. Kanina okay pa, ngayon tagal na.
Sa mga salita kayo,
Namatay ko, ano? Na-stuck me! Anong meron dyan kasi?
National team forward Calvin Oftana shared the unlucky incident on social media. Oftana, CJ Perez, Kevin Kiambao, Mason Amos, Dwight Ramos, Junmar Fajardo, and AJ Edu were all breathing down each other's necks throughout the situation. Just imagine the ordeal these guys, each standing at least 6 feet, had to go through in that cramped space. A few minutes later, building staff came to forcibly open the elevator door. Safe to say the Philippines will still be well represented in that Qatar tournament.
Imagine being stuck with all those 7-footers inside an elevator. Meantime, let's head on now to the Terraflex in volleyball as the PBL heads east as the All-Filipino Conference returns to the Inares Center in Antipolo City. First up, the red-hot Petrogas Angels will try to extend their win streak to 8 games as they take on the slumping Galleries Tower High Risers, and that match will be at 4 p.m. And then at 6:30 p.m., ooh, this is gonna be good. The Creamline Cool Smashers put their unbeaten run to test against the PLDT high-speed hitters. And you can catch both games live on One Sports, on One Sports Plus, and of course, on the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up here on Play by Play, the Philippines gets the ultimate Valentine's gift at the Asian Winter Games. We'll tell you about the country's historic gold medal win when Play by Play returns only here on One News.
welcome back. You're watching Play by Play on One News. The wait is almost over. UAAP Season 87 volleyball season officially starts this weekend at the Mall of Asia Arena. The men's division will start things off tomorrow at 9 a.m. with the UE Red Warriors taking on the UP Fighting Maroons. Then at 11 a.m., the FEU Tamaraos battle the UST Golden Spikers. The women's teams from the same schools will then get their turn with the UE Lady Warriors facing the UP Fighting Maroons at 1 p.m. And the FEU Lady Tamaraos going against the UST Golden Tigresses at 3 p.m. On Sunday, in the men's division, we've got the Battle of the Birds as the Ateneo Blue Eagles clash with the Adamson Soaring Falcons at 9 a.m. Then, the defending champions, the NU Bulldogs, meet the DLSU Green Spikers at 11 a.m. Two women's matches close out the busy weekend. The Ateneo Blue Eagles take on the Adamson Lady Falcons at 1 p.m. And finally, the reigning queens, the NU Lady Bulldogs, battle the DLSU Lady Spikers at 3 p.m. in a highly anticipated showdown. Catch all games live on One Sports, UAAP Varsity Channel, and on the Pilipinas Live app.
Before we go to the weekend, well, happy Friday. We have an all-NBA lineup for you guys in tonight's highlight reel. Time to roll the big screen. Let's go to New Orleans. CJ McCollum. Woo! Difficult shot. And, of course, giving New Orleans a 7-point lead. 21 seconds left in OT. Then he steals the ball. Then holds on to it. And, yes, they win. Look at the crowd going crazy. Great play. Clutch plays from the vet, C.J. McCollum. First to basket, and that crucial steal just went crazy here. 43 points for C.J. McCollum, 7 boards, and, of course, the Pels beat the Kings in OT. Final score, what you see there, 140 to 133. On to the next one. Clippers, Jazz now. In Utah, the Beard goes there, back to the Beard, sees his new teammate, not Ben 10, Ben 25. Ben Simmons going back to number 25. First game playing for the Clippers. There you go, Ben. Shades of that 3-time All-Star player that you used to be. That's really good for, a first game being with the Clippers and get your confidence up. Simmons finished with 12 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Stellar numbers, or quality numbers for Ben Simmons in his Clippers debut. LA Storms back here from being down by 20 points to beat Utah in Utah, 120 to 116. Okay, next one, Heat Mavs. This is a good one too. Kel'el Ware, one of my favorite players now. Alec Burks, 2-man game. Then the oop to the big man, woo, over Kyler Kelly. Who? Kyler Kelly. Number 50 plays center for the Mavericks. Of course, 4th center down the line without Gafford, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively. And he gets posterized not once, but twice by Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware, bright future for the Miami Heat. Take a look at the athleticism for the 7-footer driving and posterizing Kelly twice there. Whew. Ware finishing with 17 points, 9 boards, but the Heat fall short, though, to the short-handed Mavs, 118-113. No AD, no Gafford, no Lively, no Kyrie, no Clay, but they still win. And then we move on to Houston. Amen. Take a look at this. Jayshawn Tate misses, but who cleans up the board and the glass? It's Amen Thompson jumping over Jimmy Butler and Kevon Looney. Amen. He's going to be an all-star one day. Thompson finished with 4 points, 9 boards, 5 assists. But the Rockets, though, lose to Golden State 105-98 in Houston. Tough break for H-Town. Okay, on to the next one. Let's go to Anthony Edwards. He made me buy sneakers. Yes, I might just want to get his sneakers, but I don't know if I can jump like that, too. Look at Mike Conley going crazy. The dunk over Chet Holmgren. How many times has Ant-Man done that? That same move, go left baseline and rise up for the slam. Whoever's guarding him, doesn't matter. Trampoline up and down for Ant-Man, finishing with 23 points, 7 boards, as many assists, and 3 steals. T-Wolves upset, the West leading SGA and the Thunder 116 to 101. Anthony Edwards. Whew! And look at the crowd in Mini just going crazy. Check any plays you want.
I mean,
Anthony?
The Heat need a bright spot, so let's go, Khalil.
Talaga, hindi Ant-Man. Ako Ant-Man fan.
I mean, of course, it's Ant-Man.
But,
That's a given.
But Kalel, where grabe yun. Two
mean-
plays here. Two-man game. Alec Burks. Ito yung first one eh. Tapos, ayun, dunk kay Kyler Kelly.
Sorry, Kyler.
Kyler Kelly. Welcome.
Sorry.
Welcome moment. And then the second one, yun naman yung drive. But
Right.
you think
I mean-
you're happy kasi Miami Heat.
Yeah, of course. And there's been a lot of,
Buzz. Yeah.
I mean, drama with the Heat.
With Butler leaving.
Yeah, so let's look forward. Let's look ahead.
To the future,
And
yeah.
there you go.
With Tyler Hero,
Exactly.
Kalel Ware. Well, looks good.
Yeah,
Yep,
looking
yep.
great. Thank you for the highlights.
But they lost though.
Before we go, what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than with a historic victory for the Philippines? The national men's curling team just gave the country its first ever gold medal from the Asian Winter Games. The team claimed the first place finish after a stunning 5-3 victory over South Korea in Harbin, China. Not only is this our first gold, but it's also the Philippines' first medal of any kind in the Asian Winter Games. The Filipino squad, composed of Mark Pfister, Enrico Pfister, Alan Frey, Christian Haller, and Benjo de la Mente, delivered a masterful performance, taking an early 3-1 lead. South Korea fought back to tie the game at 3-all, but the Filipinos stayed composed, scoring in the final two ends to clinch the historic win. A golden moment indeed. Congratulations to our curling team for making history and giving Filipinos a reason to celebrate this Valentine's Day.
Congratulations. Of course, Kong Bambol, I'm sure very, very happy. And the Philippine team, ang galing nyo. Saludo kami sa inyo. Yun nga, what a great gift. Stunning 5-3 victory over South Korea. Whew, that's really tough. And they deserve that gold medal.
Great way to
Galing,
celebrate
galing.
Valentine's
Husay.
and great way to kick off the weekend.
Yes, mismo. Kaya good mood tayong lahat eh. Naka-gold medal tayo. And you'll be leaving. Of course, we'll see you next week. Thursday
I'll be
na?
back next week,
Friday,
yeah.
Thursday. Enjoy Japan. Pasalubong ha. That's all from us tonight. Catch us again Monday at our new time slot, 8:30 p.m. Yes, 30 minutes earlier for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching. Happy weekend and happy Valentine's Day!
See.